I'm allergic to that too. I'm like, but didn't you grow up with dogs and cats? How do you think I found out I was allergic? Okay, so there's going to be no way around this. Yes, you're right. My parents.
And you haven't been a child for a very, 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 very long time.
I was a child, boy, maybe until 2.5. And then I started to straighten up and fly right, and I've been an adult ever since. Actually, I went the other way. I was more adult as a child than I am now. Yeah. So, in a state of suspended childhood. But, yeah, so whatever. But if one of these, my parents have only had dogs since I've been an adult. They've had 2. So I don't think that they're into cats. But whatever. There are cities overrun, cities that were already overrun with rats, but at least there were minimal efforts to kind of try to mitigate that. Famously in New York, there are more rats than people. And those cities are, right now, the animals have got the run of the place because everybody else is inside.
What are they eating? Well, I guess people are still putting trash out.
Sure, whatever they can find.
Yeah.
And mice and
fortunately,
small animals.
Rats don't carry disease with them either. That's the best part.
That's why
you're not going to catch anything from a rat.
Keep them as pets.
So,
People that keep rats as pets don't sit right with me.
I don't like people who have mice and stuff either.
Especially if they
Just
get
strange.
bit. You don't want that either.
Right.
It's a good way to get sick.
But even just without getting bit,
People
it's
that-
just a weird animal to have.
Yeah. My friend had a pet rat, and she was, offended when I was like, I don't know, man, kind of weirds me out.
They're gross.
He's so sweet. I feel the same way about ferrets.
Listen, I get that they can be good pets and you can train them but I just don't. It's not a pet that I would enjoy.
It's also somebody who's just trying to be different.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of other animals out there that are more traditional pets. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the person who needs to have a rabbit in their bag or somebody who needs to have a rat is trying to, because no one grows up and goes, oh my God, rats are adorable. I mean, maybe cartoon mice from the stuff you want. Nobody grows up and aspires to a rat or a pet.
I had one.
Rat bite fever, blaring now. Rat bite fever, blaring now.
It's a real thing. Yes, Poundcake?
Yeah, I had a pet rat. And I feel like
How old were you? You were probably a child.
Like 8 or 9.
There you go. It's a child's pet.
But I feel like my cousin killed it.
Oh. You feel like that, or you know that he did?
I don't have proof, but he was the only one home, and my rat has gone up. We had those little tubes that they have, and they go up to one part of the cage, and you can take a tube to another part of the cage. I had one of those, and we had left for the day. I forget where we were going, and my cousin was home playing video games, watching my rat because it was in my room. And then I come back, and the rat was almost, it almost looked smashed almost from, and he said it fell down the tube. And I'm like, why would
that doesn't
fell down the tube?
Stepped on it.
I was like, how did it fall down the tube? I was like, he almost there was no blood or anything, but he looked kind of flat. I'm like, even that fall wouldn't make him flat.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like,
Did he rock over him in a recliner?
he was in the cage. There was no way.
I was like, maybe he got out and he stepped on him or
He
something.
probably took him out and something happened and he just didn't want to tell me because he knew I would be angry. But my rat was dead. And he was there. And I don't have any proof of it, but I know he did something to my rat.
I feel like you've had a lot of traumatic experiences.
I have. Why
in
do
your
you
life.
think I am
his
the way
back.
I am?
I'm not trying to laugh at that, but I'm just you have seen some things. You come home and your pet is dead, and your cousin's like, I don't know.
I like how he goes, why do you think I am the way I am? Because someone killed my rat.
100. That's why I'm not 100% honest with anybody.
Hey,
Because they might kill your rat.
I'm not letting anybody in.
Yeah.
let us in, Poundcake.
His soul has been overrun by cats, is what he's trying to say.
Let us in.
Broward Sheriff's deputies arrest a man who they say has more pussy than he can handle. I'm Kathleen Corsa with that story coming up on Channel 6 Action News.
Alan, you guys were talking about Murder House flip over on Quibi. Any chance that they've got a Rape House flip that Poundcake can watch over and over again? He sent us last night a photo
cute.
of his television
Oh, my
screen
God.
with Surviving R. Kelly on it again.
Did you watch it again last
I
night?
didn't watch it again last night, but it was in my queue. I was watching something else, but I was just like, what was in my queue? And I just wanted to show them the variety that I have,
And
how diverse I am.
And it also, not really diverse, because your queue is very different than mine, by the way.
Of course.
I don't think there was a female in that lineup.
There was.
All right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the rape victims.
the survivors of R. Kelly.
That's silver lining. They survived R. Kelly. It wasn't, I got murdered by R. Kelly. He survived.
Right. He just murdered a part of them.
Got murdered by R. Kelly.
Now, would you watch I Was Murdered? Because you're not going to survive getting murdered by R. Kelly. Would you watch I Was Murdered by R. Kelly over and over again?
Probably. I watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
It's hard to believe, too, that R. Kelly hadn't had one of those girls whacked, right?
He tried to.
He did?
That was a part of the documentary.
So she did survive getting killed by R. Kelly.
One of the girls found out. She's like, what really broke my heart is after all the traumatic stuff that I went through with him, I found out that he had a hit on me.
Yeah.
And she was like, that just destroyed me.
What are these other shows? Tales of the City? It's two guys naked laying with each other.
Of course, they would pick that one.
This is continue watching for Cody.
I understand that, but it's not even really a gay show. There's just gay characters in a normal show. But
TAILS is the one that he watches.
Right.
Of course, they would put the two gay guys in the thumbnail.
And there's the O.J. Simpson case.
Yeah, because they're hyper targeting for you.
I guess
this isn't targeted. He's already watched this.
I know, but I mean, I'm saying it's probably shows recommended to him.
And they
we get recommended shows.
Yeah.
I don't get recommended gay shows because I'm not watching that kind of content.
There's some things I don't even remember what it was about because there's some things I just click on because I want something I'm eating and I can't eat while.
You can't eat without entertainment.
Yes, so I can't.
Which is also strange.
So
you can't eat. You can't just eat without watching something.
I mean, if I'm out, but like if I'm at home and I have food, like I can't eat it without watching TV. I don't because otherwise I'm just hearing myself chew.
Do you have a kitchen table?
I do, but
you don't ever sit at that kitchen table and just eat, just to have a quiet moment.
Well, I have roommates.
Read.
I have roommates downstairs, so they're watching TV in another room. So they're probably watching like Jeopardy or something. So
they're eating in front of the TV.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Sometimes they eat before I get home.
But you can't eat without watching something.
I don't like to. No.
I do have that chew thing. What's that thing where you can't stand to hear people chew?
Misophonia.
That.
Where noises are really, really annoying to you.
And
do you have that?
And I'm smacking. I don't know.
No, he's a noisy eater.
He's a noisy eater.
It's not like he's eating with his mouth closed.
And he's going to give all of us that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so gross.
That's how you eat?
It depends
he's
on what
a
I'm eating.
child. Yes, that's how he eats.
And I take the pizza. I'm just like, I push it into my mouth.
So it's
a squirrel?
Push it into your mouth.
It's not so much.
Oh, you're grossing me out.
Why don't you just eat like an adult human being?
Do you use a fork?
It depends on what I'm eating.
Everything comes out of a takeout box. So do you have silverware in your home?
Yes. And I'm especially using my silverware now because I don't trust their silverware. So.
By the way, speaking of rats, somebody pointed out that Chuck E. Cheese is on DoorDash. What kind of psychopath orders Chuck E. Cheese food?
They're trying to stay
Their
alive.
pizza's not bad.
No, I know why they're doing it. Who's ordering pizza from Chuck E. Cheese?
You know what this sounds like? I bet there are some people whose kids are like, I only eat pizza from Chuck E. Cheese.
No one says that.
There might
one.
be.
I have had 3 children. None of them have ever requested
know
Chuck E.
that.
Cheese pizza.
I actually don't hate Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
It's better than it used to be, but that was a very low bar. Like when I was a kid, because now they're just kid casinos. Like they've taken out the ball pit and the tubes and all that crap because they just want you feeding tokens into those machines. But
that's what they started as.
What?
Like a kid casino with it, and then they added the playground and stuff later.
Did they?
And then they just took it out recently.
That was a sanitary thing, though. Kids kept throwing up in the ball pit.
Yeah,
and stuff.
or taking a dump.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I can't clean all of these balls by hand.
I always wanted, like when I said I would get rich and I would have this big mansion, I always wanted a ball pit, and then people just broke my spirits. I was like, yeah, because all my dick friends would come over and just take a poop, and they're like, he's rich. And
Yeah,
now-
he could pay to clean it.
Yeah, they would totally do that just to spite me.
As an adult, you wanted a ball pit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted the slide that went into a ball pit, but yeah.
Should have gotten a job with Google.
Do they have a ball pit there?
No, they have a slide right in their office.
Hell yeah.
It's fun. Like the first, you go, oh look, they got a slide.
Yeah,
and you go, "No, I don't
It's
care."
cool to see. My buddy of mine from college used to run the Google Chicago engineering office. And when I first moved back in 06, he goes, hey, let me take you on a tour. And I'm like, yeah, great. And we're walking around. And there's a giant slide, a 2-story slide that you could use to get from the top floor to the floor below it.
And did people use it all the time?
Yeah, but he goes, oh, I want to do the slide. I go, no, I don't want to do the slide.
Why don't you do the slide?
It's a cool thing to see, like, for half a second in the office. Oh, a slide. I don't want to get... Who's
a slide
doing
in the
that?
office,
I
man.
would.
You guys have fun here.
I
Oh, boy.
absolutely would. You would not go down a slide if we had one here.
I'm a grown man.
So what?
No, unless I'm entertaining a child. No, I'm not. I don't need to go down the slide.
We have all these games over in the break room that just are collecting dust. was the last time you saw anybody use any of those games?
Well, there's
And I'm
nobody
talking-
here.
I'm talking pre.
Even when it was full?
lockdown, yeah.
We played twice. We played pool twice, and then I played once without you by
Yeah.
myself.
So that's 3 times in a year.
Yeah, but there's also people working, so I feel like it's disrespectful to crack a pool like billiards when people are trying to work or they're on sales calls and you're playing air hockey. Like that's not exactly professional.
When we
But it's
first got
also-
it, everybody was playing it, and then they stopped immediately.
If we had a slide,
Yeah.
you'd maybe do it a couple of times.
I would do it when I was feeling down. Cry on air, slide in the break.
So when you were
like
feeling
the
down,
idea.
you'd want to go further down.
Yes.
I like the idea of you going down the slide and it
Crying.
not working, and so you're still sad.
But now I'm just sad in
Yeah.
a slide.
Sad in a slide. Had to postpone that show until October. Hey, Joe in Philly,
Yo, what up, guys?
what's going on?
So you guys were talking about people who own like weird pets. I follow this YouTuber, and I only watched her videos because she did like makeup paint in like while she was really stoned.
Yeah.
But she has since evolved into tarantulas as pets.
Ooh.
She like has them shipped to her. You have them unboxing them into their cage or tank, and like have them crawling up her arm and back down her arm. It's like it's pretty freaky. But she like cries when like she sees them open up the box. She's like, "Oh my god, it's so cute!" And you're like, "All right, this is a little."
I had a tarantula on my face the very first time we went to Mexico, and I thought that it was going to be all fuzzy. I thought it would be like a
No.
bumblebee or something, and
No,
it's
they're
spiky.
tiny. Yeah,
it's
very-
heavy. That was the most off-putting thing. Is not this thing crawling in your face, but it was heavy. Like a spider is not supposed
I
to be
hate
heavy.
spiders.
I like spiders. I find them majestic, but it's like the guy goes like, "Hey, you want the tarantula on your face?" I go, "Yeah, yeah," and they put it on your face, and you take a couple of pictures. But it was unsettling.
What would you do if you found out that the only way to be immune from COVID-19 was to live with spiders?
Live with them. You have
Yes.
to cohabitate with the spider.
Yeah.
I did that for 2 years in my basement.
And it didn't grant you any immunity, did it?
It might
But you
have.
would kill
Maybe
them.
it did.
But you were killing them.
Yeah.
She was killing the spider
This
game.
is a spider. Like you
How
have
many spiders?
8.
How big are they?
Pretty big.
One
They're
spider
the
for
size
each
of small
spider
dogs.
leg.
Those wolf spiders.
Oh my god, are they going to hurt me?
I mean, they're gonna live with you.
If I know that they won't hurt me or bite me or hurt my cat,
Well,
I
where's
would
the
live
fun
with
in
them.
that? There's got to be. You have to
They're
reach.
spiders. You
Oh my
can't
God, I
really-
You
can't
have
even
to
think about it. My
You have
throat
to
hurts.
work to reach a détente with these arachnids.
No, I can't. I would risk the virus. Live with 8. Well, that's you can die from the virus.
You could also die from
about-
wolf spider bite too, probably.
No.
How about you
No.
just have to live with one spider that is the size of your foot?
No way. Absolutely
way.
not. Oh my god,
No
I feel like
way.
I'm gonna throw up. I
Size
hate
of your
this.
foot. Well, you do have dainty feet.
Yeah, one
Does that make it
foot
any
spider.
better?
6.5 women. What?
1 foot spider.
No, I really couldn't do it. Oh my god, I can't even think about it.
It would just
You
be
get
like
to go
you're.
outside again.
It makes my ears itch.
You-
You can
see-
listen. If you have this 1 foot spider, you can take it anywhere you go, and you're immune, and you can go and live your life again.
It's like a bubble, a web of protection,
Yeah.
if you will. It's like out of your periphery. You see this thing and you think it's your cat. Nope, it's your spider.
Oh my god, no, I can't. I just
You
thought
gotta
of a
take him out on a
cat-sized
leash?
spider.
Yeah.
A cat-sized spider with all its feet and its eyes. No
Those
way.
big eyes.
No way. No way.
Look, how about you should befriend the spider.
No,
Plain and simple. Just befriend the spider.
you can't befriend a spider.
What would you
Yeah,
name
can.
it?
You feed it
I
your cat.
wouldn't.
If you name it, then you befriend it. It's a first step toward befriending the spider.
Because this spider's going to eat my cat. We're going to have some serious problems.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Garfield the
Hates
spider.
Mondays, loves lasagna.
There you go. All right, thank you,
appreciate
Joe.
that.
All right. Yeah, there's.
What'd you name your spider?
I
Joe in
wouldn't.
Philadelphia.
Boy spider.
A boy spider? Schubert.
Let's go for a walk, Schubert.
And then just
Oh, God. Dude,
hell no.
I can't even entertain this thought. I hate it so much. And you would wake up and it'd be on you?
Maybe not.
little
You
pinchers,
don't.
yeah.
You don't know what
Become friends.
behaviors it would have. Maybe it wouldn't want to be around
Spiders
you at
don't
all.
have personalities.
Maybe it wouldn't. One that big would have to just to fend people off. You don't know what its personality would be like.
No way. There's no way.
Maybe it would want nothing to do with you. You'd wake up, it would be in its corner or up in the corner of the ceiling.
That's the worst. When you wait and it's just there. Oh my God.
It's
I
already
can't.
made itself a giant web.
Will it also make my family immune?
No, but it will make you breakfast.
they all have to have their own.
No.
You're really asking for a lot from this tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a foot-long spider. It's one of my biggest fears in the world. And I understand it's irrational. We've been through this. My
Yeah.
irrational fear of spiders.
It's
Okay.
not irrational.
That's the way my grandmother
very
was with
common.
snakes.
My grandma was out with snakes
My
too.
grandmother wouldn't even look at a photo of a snake.
If it was
She would
on
freak
TV,
out.
no way.
Yeah. Hey, Poundcake. How do you spell tarantula?
T-O-R.
Stop.
This was on my screen when Joe from Philly called.
And the thing is, I didn't even want to look it up because I knew there was a spider. There was a picture of a spider. I didn't want to see it.
How do you spell tarantula?
Is it T-A-R?
Spell it.
You
just
tell
spell
me.
it.
Tell me how you spelt it on my screen.
Spelt it T-O-R-C. Wait.
Wait,
Megan.
T-O-R-C?
No, wait. Sound it out. T-O-R-A-N-C-H-U-L-A. Is that right?
Wait,
Couldn't be more wrong.
Okay.
There's
He
a
spelled
CH?
it. No, there isn't.
No, he said a C. Tarantula.
Yeah. T-O-R-A-N-C-H-U-L-A. Tarantula.
That's like when my kids were little and they called them vegetables.
Yeah.
I didn't want to look it up because I didn't want to see a
Tarantula.
picture of it.
They put a CH in there.
There you go.
Tarantula.
Yeah. He's got a
Chula.
tarantula. Hey, Hannah.
Yeah, hey Alan, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so yeah, ordering Chuck E. Cheese pizza for delivery to your house is a little bit like getting gas station sushi because you think it's actually good.
All right, easy. Some of us have
mean,
eaten gas
Some
station
gas
dinners.
station sushi is delicious.
It
Doesn't
is
feel so good coming out.
It doesn't mean you should go out of your way to be like, ooh, I want to pay a delivery fee for something. What should I do?
Yeah, it's just very strange. Like, I understand from their perspective, they're trying to keep business going, but nobody's going there for the food.
It's not the worst
That's a little
pizza.
bit-
Huh.
That's true, but that's a little bit. I work for Shipt, so I'm doing a lot of deliveries for groceries right now.
Yeah.
And I just found out that Shipt actually works with Sur La Table. But who's ordering Sur La Table to have it delivered to their house on a regular basis?
Hannah, it's funny you mentioned that. I got my eye on a lemon zester, and I'm going to need you to bring it over, okay?
I'm down.
I've got a pizza stone in my online cart and a lemon zester because my last one broke because I'm very relatable. So,
you zest very hardcore.
all right, I'll contact you later.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. There's Hannah, who's out there working for Shipt. S-H-I-P-T. Yeah. So how do you spell tarantula, Poundcake?
T-O-R-A-N-C-H. No. C-U-L-A.
Tarantula.
It is T-A-R-A-N-T-U-L-A. There's no, it's tarantula. There is
Okay,
no
tarantula.
C-H in it. Yeah, it's not tarantula. By the way, though, I was watching NBC News, and they had a guy on there who said that if you have COVID-19, you should also, sadly, social distance from your pets. At a time when you would need their affection and their proximity, you're not supposed to be around your pets.
You can't.
Well, you can't pass this to animals, as far as we know, right?
Yeah, but you can't social
That
distance
tiger
from
got
a pet.
Tiger got it.
Well, somebody else would have to take care of your pet, is what they're saying.
And what about this?
Come into your home that's infected?
No. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, who's
relative-
going to take care of Mary's cat?
Well, I have a question, though. So, say you get COVID-19, you pass it to your pet, and then you're over COVID-19, you survive it, but your pet still has it. Can he give it back to you?
Well, no. Theoretically, you would have the antibodies that would therefore make you.
I thought that was a myth. I thought
immune.
that wasn't proven yet. I thought that was just a
I mean,
theory.
antibodies are not a myth.
Well, no, but they're saying like you're immune to it for a year. I heard that too. After you get COVID-19, you can't get it again for like a year. or something.
year?
That's what they said.
It's like you're just checking days off the
they're just
calendar.
going, all right. 3 more weeks.
March
Happy
is coming up.
COVID-anniversary.
That's right.
Certain animal species react differently to new diseases, but so far there have been no reports of dogs, cats, or other pets in the U.S. getting sick. Still, you should take precautions. If you have COVID-19, someone else needs to take care of your animal and limit interactions with your pet just like you would with other people. If you're healthy, wash your hands before and after doing anything with your pet. And when you're outside, social distancing applies to your animals too. No playing with other people.
I'll tell you what.
No way.
That is sage advice because I give my dog nightly colon inspections with my pinky. And so I have started washing my hands every single time.
Before or after?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now this is going to be a major problem for white people who let their dogs kiss them inside their mouth.
Is it just white people that do that?
It is not. No, I've seen guys go down on pit bulls. And I'll tell you what, it was
That
not.
is mostly
You
a
said
white
that so
person
proudly.
thing.
No, black guys. Black guys. Seriously.
Black
it
guys
is-
don't go down on anything.
Black guys will go down on a pit bull. And that is a myth.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
All right, listen, I've got to take a break here. If you want to text me, 35192. Next chance for you to win $1,000 is coming up at 4:30, a little over an hour from now. And you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.